Imagine this, it's 3 a.m., your alarm is still hours away, but instead of sleeping soundly, you're wide awake, your heart is racing, thoughts are swirling in your head, you feel anxious and on edge. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Many people experience this unsettling phenomenon. Waking up in the night with anxiety is surprisingly common, but why does it happen? Especially around 3 a.m., and more importantly, what can you do about it? Let's shed some light on these middle-of-the-night worries. One of the biggest culprits behind those 3 a.m. worries is stress. Modern life is full of pressures. Work deadlines, family responsibilities, and financial concerns can weigh heavily on our minds. When we're stressed, our bodies release hormones like cortisol. Cortisol is our fight or flight hormone. It's designed to help us deal with immediate threats. However, when stress is constant, cortisol levels can remain elevated. This can disrupt our sleep patterns, making it harder to fall asleep and stay asleep. Our sleep isn't just a single, constant state of being. It's far more intricate than simply being asleep or awake. Think of it as a journey through different landscapes, each with its own unique characteristics and purpose. It's a dynamic process, a constantly shifting landscape of brain activity, hormones, and physiological changes unfolding in distinct stages. These stages aren't random, they're carefully orchestrated to perform essential restorative functions. Throughout the night, we don't just stay in one stage, we cycle through these stages, moving from light sleep to deep sleep and back again in a repeating pattern. Each cycle lasts approximately 90 to 120 minutes. One particularly crucial stage is REM sleep, or rapid eye movement sleep. It's named for the characteristic darting eye movements that occur beneath our closed eyelids during this phase. This is the stage where we dream most vividly, where our minds create elaborate stories and scenarios, often filled with bizarre or emotional content. It's a playground for our subconscious. As the night progresses, we tend to enter REM sleep more frequently and for longer durations. The early part of the night is dominated by deep, slow-wave sleep, which is essential for physical restoration. The balance shifts in the second half of the night, with REM sleep becoming more prominent, preparing us for wakefulness and cognitive function. This shift towards more REM sleep occurs closer to morning as our bodies anticipate the need for heightened mental activity. During REM sleep, our brains are surprisingly active, almost as active as when we're awake. This heightened activity is crucial for memory consolidation and emotional processing. This increased brain activity is what fuels the vivid dreams we experience during this stage. As our minds sift through memories and emotions, the intensity of this brain activity can sometimes lead to more vivid, emotionally charged, and even unsettling dreams, especially if we're dealing with stress or anxiety in our waking lives. If you happen to wake up during or right after REM sleep, when your brain is still highly active, you might feel disoriented, groggy, and even anxious as your mind struggles to transition from the dream world back to reality. Remember cortisol, our stress hormone? It plays a role in our sleep cycles too. Cortisol levels naturally dip at night, helping us fall asleep. However, stress, poor sleep habits, and even certain health conditions can disrupt this natural rhythm. Sometimes, cortisol levels can spike in the middle of the night, leading to that sudden feeling of anxiety. This is particularly common between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. when our bodies are naturally preparing for the day ahead. For some people, anxiety itself is the main reason for those 3 a.m. wake-ups. Anxiety disorders are very common and can, manifest in many different ways. If you're prone to anxiety, your mind might race with worries in the quiet of the night. The darkness and solitude can really amplify anxious thoughts, making it hard to fall back asleep. It's important to address underlying anxiety with the help of a healthcare professional. Therapy, relaxation techniques, and in some cases, medication can be very effective. We've all been there, haven't we? Tossing and turning in the dead of night, the clock ticking away, each tick amplifying the worries swirling in our minds. It's 3 a.m. and sleep seems like a distant dream. Instead, you're wide awake, replaying the day's events, anticipating tomorrow's challenges, and generally feeling overwhelmed. The silence of the night can be deafening when your thoughts are racing. So what can you do when those 3 a.m. worries strike? How can you regain control and find your way back to peaceful slumber? Well, the good news is that there are a few simple yet powerful techniques you can use to calm your mind and body, even in the midst of a sleepless night. These aren't magic solutions, but rather practical tools that can help you manage anxiety and promote relaxation. Let's explore some strategies that can help you reclaim your night and drift off to sleep more easily. First, deep breathing. It's a cornerstone of relaxation techniques for a reason. Take slow, deep breaths, focusing on the rise and fall of your abdomen. Imagine you're filling your belly with air rather than just your chest. This can help slow your heart rate and calm your nervous system. Deep breathing activates your parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for the rest and digest response. It signals to your body that it's safe and can relax. Try inhaling deeply for a count of 4, holding for a count of 4, and exhaling slowly for a count of 6. Repeat this several times until you feel a sense of calm wash over you. Next, progressive muscle relaxation, a technique that involves systematically tensing and releasing different muscle groups in your body. Tense and release different muscle groups in your body, holding the tension for a few seconds before releasing it completely. Starting with your toes and working your way up. Tense your toes for a few seconds, then release and notice the feeling of relaxation. Then move to your feet, your calves, your thighs, and so on, all the way up to your face and head. This can really help release physical tension that you might not even be aware you're holding. By consciously tensing and releasing your muscles, you become more attuned to the sensations in your body and can learn to release tension more effectively. And then, visualization, a powerful tool for escaping the present moment and creating a sense of calm. Imagine yourself in a peaceful and calming place. This could be a beach, a forest, a mountaintop, or any other place that brings you a sense of serenity. Try to engage all your senses, really immerse yourself in the scene. Sight, sound, smell, touch. What do you see around you? What do you hear? Can you smell the fresh air or the salty sea? What does the ground feel like beneath your feet? To make the visualization more vivid, the more detailed you are, the more effective it will be. These techniques can be incredibly helpful in the moment, providing a much-needed sense of relief when worries threaten to overwhelm you. But it's also essential to address the root causes of your sleep struggles during the day. These nighttime techniques are helpful for managing symptoms, but long-term solutions often require addressing underlying issues like stress, anxiety, or unhealthy sleep habits. Consider incorporating stress management techniques into your daily routine, such as exercise, meditation, or spending time in nature. If sleep problems persist, don't hesitate to seek professional help from a therapist or sleep specialist. They can help you identify and address any underlying issues that may be contributing to your sleep difficulties. While stress and anxiety are common culprits, certain health conditions can also disrupt sleep and lead to nighttime awakenings. Sleep apnea, for example, causes pauses in breathing during sleep, leading to fragmented sleep and frequent awakenings. Restless leg syndrome can make it difficult to fall asleep and stay asleep due to uncomfortable sensations in the legs. If you consistently struggle with sleep, it's important to consult your doctor. They can rule out any underlying medical conditions and recommend appropriate treatment. We all know how crucial a good night's sleep is for our overall well-being. It affects everything from our mood and energy levels to our cognitive function and long-term health. But in today's fast-paced world, achieving consistent restful sleep can often feel like an elusive goal. That's where sleep hygiene comes in. Improving your sleep hygiene can significantly impact your sleep quality. It's about creating an environment and establishing habits that promote healthy sleep patterns. Think of it as setting the stage for a successful night of rest, preparing your mind and body for the restorative process of sleep. Try these tips. Establish a regular sleep schedule, and this is one of the cornerstones of good sleep hygiene. Go to bed and wake up around the same time each day, training your body's natural sleep-wake cycle, also known as your circadian rhythm. Even on weekends, consistency is key here. Deviating too much on weekends can throw off your rhythm and lead to what's often called social jet lag, making it harder to fall asleep on Sunday night and wake up on Monday morning. Create a relaxing bedtime routine. This signals to your body that it's time to wind down and prepare for sleep. Wind down an hour or two before bed. This allows your body to gradually transition from wakefulness to sleepiness. With calming activities like taking a warm bath, The drop in body temperature after the bath can promote sleepiness. Reading a physical book is preferable to an e-reader, as the light from screens can be stimulating, or listening to soothing music. Opt for calming melodies and nature sounds rather than upbeat or stimulating music. Make your bedroom a sleep sanctuary. Your bedroom should be a haven dedicated to rest and relaxation. Ensure your bedroom is dark, quiet, and cool. These conditions are ideal for promoting melatonin production and facilitating sleep. Invest in blackout curtains and earplugs if needed. These can be particularly helpful if you live in a noisy environment or are sensitive to light. And limit screen time before bed. Ideally, avoid screens for at least an hour or two before going to sleep, since the blue light emitted from electronic devices can interfere with melatonin production, a hormone that regulates sleep-wake cycles, making it harder to fall asleep. The stimulation from the content you're viewing can also keep your mind active and prevent you from relaxing. Small changes to your daily habits, such as avoiding caffeine and alcohol before bed, can make a big difference in your sleep quality. Remember, consistency and creating a relaxing environment are key to unlocking better sleep. Waking up anxious at 3 a.m. can be unsettling, but remember, you're not alone. By understanding the common causes, stress, sleep cycles, hormones, and potential health issues, you can take steps to reclaim your sleep. Simple relaxation techniques addressing underlying anxiety and improving your sleep hygiene can have a profound impact. Remember, good sleep is essential for both your physical and mental health. With a little effort and the right support, you can achieve restful and rejuvenating sleep.